I sold my BMW because, frankly speaking, it was trash. It was what we call in the automotive world a lemon. And I don't quite know why we call bad cars lemons, because lemons are great. My BMW, I didn't really enjoy. And the reason I did not enjoy it was because of all the repairs and all the maintenance that car required, despite only having 60,000 kilometers, despite only being around 7.5, 8 years old. That car just kept breaking down, it seemed, monthly, and I was just done with it, right? I loved the N55 engine, I loved the six-cylinder, the pull, all of that, but I couldn't deal with it anymore. I got rid of it and I bought myself my Toyota GR Yaris, which I'm in today. But truth be told, my GR Yaris hasn't really been cheap ownership. Actually, I would say that if I do the maths, the GR Yaris is proving to be quite expensive. And the reason for that simply is the maintenance intervals. This car here in Australia has 6 monthly intervals. And it seems that not only do Toyota want you to change the oil and the filter, which is okay, they also want you to very quickly change the coolant, change the diff, the diff oil, the transfer case oil. They want you to even do the serpentine belt. They want you to do spark plugs. They just want you to keep servicing this car over and over again every 6 months. And it really adds up, guys. This year, I'm up for a bill at minimum just for servicing of around $2,000. And that's not even including the brakes that I now need. And the brakes on the GR Yaris are quite expensive, and they're going to cost me around $2,000. And that's if I do it aftermarket. If I take it to Toyota, that bill goes up to $3,000. So that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I've sort of been mentioning in some of my videos, and a lot of people have asked whether I regret the decision to get this Toyota GR Yaris, and I want to answer that today. The very first thing I want to get out of the way is the concept of regrets. There's a famous saying, and that is, regret and wisdom are twins. Anything you regret can make you learn a lesson, and you could do things better in life. And certainly with my BMW, I lost a lot of money, tons of money on repairs, maintenance, but also on resale value. But I don't regret my BMW because it taught me some great lessons. I started my YouTube page because of my BMW, because I wanted to sort of speak on it. And now my YouTube page and my social media makes money, right? So I can't regret that BMW because it has led me to where I am. I bought my Toyota GR Yaris because of my BMW, because I was so sick of that BMW. I wanted a car that held its resale value really well. And not only has the GR Yaris held its value, it's gone up, right? It's funny enough, it's gone up now. So I can't regret that BMW. And I think I can't regret the decision to buy this GR Yaris regardless, right? So regret is not something I really like exercising in life. Everything's a lesson. So that's number one. Now, the other thing that I will really mention is that the GR Yaris does have some clear downsides, and I've discussed them in many of my videos. The interior is very cheap and plasticky. Effectively, it's out of a Yaris. The space is really lacking. I mean, I believe a regular Yaris has more space than this. The two doors don't really help. And you can't really take out friends and family. I know there's 4 seats, but you can't really take out people comfortably and do a bit of a road trip in this car. They're not going to enjoy it, and you're not going to enjoy it, which really means that this effectively gets relegated to being a weekender, right? So that is a huge downside. The other downside is if you want a car which can arrive well, where you can show up to a nice restaurant, or you can show up somewhere and people will recognize it. This car is maybe not the car for you, right? This is more of a niche car, a niche enthusiast car. People who know this car will love it. And often I'm leaving from a mall or somewhere and people will say, hey, nice GR. And sometimes even kids, right? They come up to you, but the majority of the public will not really understand what this car is or really not care. So if optics matter to you, this isn't really the car. And then, as I mentioned, the servicing, the maintenance is quite extensive on this car, right? Even the brakes. Guys, the brakes on this car are so much more expensive than the brakes on a regular Yaris. All right, guys, we're in my study. I'm going to show you exactly how expensive the brakes on the Toyota GR Yaris are. Effectively, the cheapest 2 rotors that I could get, the brake discs, is these ones here for $1,300 AUD. Now, you're probably going to have 50 or 60 bucks shipping cost. Now, I don't want to get these because they don't look like they're rated too well for higher performance driving, even though they look quite nice. The next ones are the Toyota Genuine rotors. These are pretty good actually, because I can see that they're $1,530, but the issue here is that you're going to have to pay $212 on top. That's going to take them to about $1,700, $1,800, and then you've got, the rest, which are around $1,500. So I am looking at somewhere around the $1,500 price mark. Something like these I'm still going through it. So I'm going to go for $1,500 or $1,600. And then I'm going to add the pads on top, which is going to be about $150. So that's how it is. Now, I'm meant to get these brakes pretty quickly because my car is squealing now. I don't want to make my way through the pads and start doing all sorts of damage. And also, you just don't want it to be a safety issue if you have to brake hard. But that's where we are. Actually, out of curiosity's sake, I am going to look up Toyota Yaris brakes. If you take the GR out of the equation, so let's just remove the GR and let's just make it a Yaris. So if you want to get brake rotors for just the Yaris, it's $91, right? So the GR Yaris brakes are effectively, effectively 20 times more expensive, right? Not even 10 times. They are 20 times more expensive than the regular Yaris brakes. And you can even get them slotted for a regular Yaris for $200. I mean, it is wild, right? So that is the price you pay for performance cars. If it's a Toyota or a Honda or a Japanese car, you're gonna have to pay this price. Now, for German cars, the parts are more expensive, but cars like the GR Yaris, guys, still a niche car, still expensive. The coolant issue I've discussed it in some of my other videos, and even in the Gen 1 GR Yaris, which I have, the RPMs, around 6,000 RPM or so when you're revving it, it loses boost. It doesn't give you the full boost every single time. So sometimes this car is sluggish. I mean, sometimes this car will give you so little boost that you'll get outmaneuvered by a minivan. So I don't enjoy that. I believe in the Gen 2, they fixed some of that stuff. Obviously, this car has a multitude of downsides, right? But I will say to you that despite all of that, I do not regret my purchasing decision because this car has that X factor. It has something that other cars don't have. And it really comes down to one of the biggest factors. And many people in my videos, they feel the need to say, I'm glad I bought a Civic Type R over the GR Yaris. I'm glad I bought XYZ over the GR Yaris because it's so much better. And I think what people fail to recognize is that those cars might objectively be better, but the GR Yaris has a story like no other, right? First of all, it's a Toyota product. Second, it's got that Akio Toyota involvement. And third, it's a homologation special, right? Toyota wanted to go rallying with this car, and then you had the whole COVID thing. But this car is a special car like nothing else. You've got the front, which sits on a Yaris. The rear sits on the Corolla platform, which is why the rear is so haunched and it's so wide, right? A Civic Type R just doesn't have that sort of story, right? And stories might not matter to many people, but if stories matter to you, the GR Yaris is very important. And I do believe that cars like the RS3 or the Civic Type R or even the Golf R, right? All of those cars are objectively better than this, but they don't have the X factor. They're not Toyotas. They're not GR Yarises. They're not Akio Toyota saying, let's go rallying. They're not Akio Toyota flipping this car. And homologation special is a special thing. Zoom out and go into 30, 40 years later, this is going to be one of those cars that is going to stand the test of time long after RS3s and Golf Rs are buried and recycled with all of their plastic parts. Long after this has happened, enthusiasts will be taking care of these and swapping out parts. And one of the biggest reasons I bought this car is just how much longevity it has. I mean, if you pop open the bonnet, the engine, it's just got metal bits and components. The water pump is a mechanical metal water pump. It's just, it's a basic Toyota at heart. So if you do the maths objectively, this car doesn't make sense. It's expensive. It doesn't arrive well, all that jazz. And the Civic Type R is faster and Golf R is faster. Pretty much even I believe the GTI will be faster. So many cars are faster and better objectively. So if you do the maths, and I'm an engineer, I'm a maths person. So if you're a maths person, you might just say, you know what, the GR Yaris doesn't make sense. And you'd be right, it doesn't. But from a car enthusiast perspective, and you think from the heart, then the GR Yaris might very well make sense to you. And there's very few cars like it, right? And I will say that this is a car that has made me realize in my journey that, for a while I wanted to go back to German cars because I loved my BMW. I feel as if that relationship ended too quickly, my BMW, right? Because I enjoyed the feel and I had to get rid of it because it was costing too much. But with my GR Yaris, I realized that maybe I don't need to go back to German cars. Part of the reason is I dislike the money wastage that comes with German cars. Even if the servicing costs me more on this, the brakes are expensive, even more expensive than my BMW, the brakes on this car, believe it or not. Despite all of that, this car is good for me, right? It holds value well. It has a specialness. I mean, if you think about moving, for example, right? Say you want to pick up and move, you got a job somewhere, you got to go, whatever you got to do. Guys, this car you could sell within minutes, right? There's people on forums that will say, I'm looking for a GR Yaris, is anyone selling, right? Because these are such niche cars and there's such a high demand for them, and they're JDM type Japanese cars. People love these things. So this car has made me realize that my love for German cars is there because I love how they drive, but it's made me realize that Japanese cars have something that'll have you coming back to them. And I enjoyed all of the Japanese cars I've owned: MX-5, Suzuki Swift, my various Toyotas, my family cars like Camrys. I have a Corolla Cross Hybrid. That's where we are. I don't regret my GR Yaris. And in fact, I would say whatever you have, there's a famous thing: comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare your car. Your car has positives. If my GR Yaris is a homologation special, your car might be faster. Whatever it is, every car has its thing. Don't compare your cars. Don't have regrets in this journey. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.